This is a BBC podcast. You can get all our podcasts and our terms of use at bbcworldservice.com/podcasts.
Hello, welcome to World Football on BBC World Service. I'm Alan Green. On this week's programme, we investigate why there are so few black managers in European football's top leagues.
For some reason, there seems to be a lack of appetite from clubs in employing black Asian coaches and managers. And that is something that's been going on for many a year now, and it is really a bit of an embarrassment to football, I think.
A leading consultant for the English Football Association describes the lack of black and Asian coaches at the top level as an embarrassment for the game. Here in England, over 20% of players are black, but there are only 2 black coaches in the entire Football League and none in the Premier League. It's a similar situation across Europe. There are no black or Asian managers in the top divisions in Spain, Germany and Italy, and only 1 in France.
It's important that football is showing to the world in this country.
Last week, the English FA launched an initiative and gave a video presentation in an attempt to address the issue.
We want more black and ethnic coaches getting in there.
The former West Bromwich Albion player, Brendan Batson, is fronting the campaign. Batson was the first black player to play for Arsenal, and he's now a consultant for the FA.
When we look at the numbers of black players who had excellent careers in their professional lives, what we haven't seen is a transition from success on the pitch into our coaching structures. And for some reason, there seems to be a lack of appetite from clubs in employing black Asian coaches and managers. And that is something that's been going on for many a year now, and it is really a bit of an embarrassment to football, I think.
I'm not trying to put words into your mouth, Brendan, but I personally see this as racist. Is that too strong a view?
Well, it's a view, and people have all sorts of views. I have no proof of that, and I'm loath to sort of accuse people of something I have no proof over. But when you look at our white counterparts, it's almost like a rite of passage that you've had a very good career in the game as a player. You know, you go on, maybe you get your coaching qualifications, and then you seem to have umpteen opportunities to progress into the coaching and managerial structures. But you know, what we haven't seen is, you go. I can go back and I can list loads of names from your John Barnes, who, had an opportunity at Celtic, didn't work out. Many years in the wilderness, gets a chance at Tranmere, very difficult. Luther Blissett, who's applied many times for jobs, doesn't even get an interview. So there's a whole generation of those black players who've had terrific careers, who've looked to progress their coaching qualifications, but just simply haven't been given the opportunity. And that really is off-putting for the next generation of players. And I think there's a lack of confidence from black players into thinking that they'll have an equal opportunity when it comes to jobs within coaching and managing.
Is there any doubt whatsoever in your mind that the younger ranks of black and Asian coaches that you say are at the lower levels of the game in England, is there any doubt that they're perhaps not good enough to reach the upper levels?
Well, that is a challenge. And what we're trying to say now is, if you want to get a job within coaching, if you're looking at coaching as a career, don't think anybody's going to do you a favour. You need to get yourself well qualified. You almost have to become a student of the game. There's no such thing as an overnight success. And when you look at some of the successes in our game, the latest being the young manager at Chelsea, they didn't have outstanding playing careers. I don't think he kicked the ball in anger, Andres Villas-Boas at Chelsea. But what they became was students of the game. They got well mentored, as did Jose Mourinho, and they've, on merit, they've progressed their coaching and managerial careers. Now, that is what we want to see from black Asian coaches. But, Alan, and it's a big but, because of that lack of visibility and lack of success over the years, I think it almost acts as a deterrent to those black players to think, why do we need to put ourselves out there when we know we're not going to get a chance? That is just my personal view.
The former West Brom and Arsenal player Brendan Batson. That's all for this week. Remember, if you want to download World Football, just go to our website. That's bbcworldservice.com/sport. Follow the links to the World Football page. And do join us again at the same time next week. Until then, always remember, World Service, World Football.